Architectural Builders Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Angle so it could move with the sweep, then I'm losing the space that I need when the door is shut. So I was on your website, and
just so I understand, you've got a door and you've got an uneven floor condition, and a surface-mounted sweep is binding when you close it.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of the least obtrusive way to deal with this. I'd rather not tear up the floor. So I was on your website, and I'm looking at these ones that have the vinyl top threshold, thinking that would seal the door so I don't need a sweep to go along with the door when it opens and closes. I'm just wondering if you could help me. First of all, if you think that sounds like a reasonable solution, and second, if it does, and I'm not at the building right now. Actually, I'm out of state, but wondering which one. I know it's a very low profile one because, like I said, when I put the sweep on the door, it doesn't hang down that far from the door, so it's a pretty low profile threshold. And I'm wondering what in your thresholds might be able to do the trick for me to where I don't have to cut off the bottom of the door. And if I have to, I have to. I'm just trying to find my best fit.
So when you add a sweep in, the problem comes in when you open the door?
Correct.
At like 60 or 90 degree, that's where the problem is?
Yeah, I mean, I start to open the door, and probably even at 45, it starts to bind up there right at the hinge because the floor is just too high inside the condo.
Yeah, definitely cutting the door down is not an option.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get a seal that's got a threshold with a vinyl top. First of all, is this a fire-rated door? The reason I ask is anything that you do to the door will have to carry a listing and a label if it is. So we just need to be mindful of that. You don't want to make an alteration to the opening and all of a sudden there's a technicality that you no longer have a fire door. So having said that, a threshold with a vinyl top could be an elegant solution. Absolutely. I think what could also be an elegant solution is adding an automatic door bottom because those drop down only when the door comes to the closed position.
And that's attached to the bottom of the door?
Or to the face of the door. There are two primary types that can be installed in 3 different ways.
Oh, wow. I've never even heard of that before. Okay. So options. So what is I'm on your site right now, and I did a search on 36-inch 36-inch long vinyl top thresholds, and I get like 2 pages worth.
Is that the solution you want?
I think what I'd like to do, if you can help me, is narrow down which one of those I would get if that was the solution, and then maybe you could point me to the other one that you mentioned, and I could take a look at that.
Yeah, sure. So what would you guess the clearance be, which is the dimension from the underside of the door to the floor?
Minimal. I mean, extremely minimal. It's not much. So I was in my mind, my simplistic mind, I was thinking like the lowest threshold that you have with a vinyl top, and understanding that they're all adjustable, that at the lowest that's the lowest I can get.
Yeah, minimal is not a dimension I find on the tape measure. What would you guess it in terms of a fractional dimension? Half inch, eighth of an inch, 7/8?
Yeah, I don't think it's even a half an inch. It's a tight fit.
Okay. So why adjustable? Do you feel that the sill when installed, the threshold when installed will not be parallel to the bottom of the door?
I was thinking adjustable just because I'm thinking that that I wouldn't have to be so exact, that I could put the threshold in, have it down as low as I can get it, and then I could adjust it up if I needed to. That's why I was thinking adjustable.
Yeah, the problem with the adjustable is the minimum height is 7/8 on the shortest adjustable vinyl top. That's what we would call the low boy. So if you don't have 7/8, then the only way you can make that work is to cut the door down, which if you have a fire door, you won't cut it down.
And I'm guessing it probably is a fire door. Yeah, I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing it probably is.
Yeah, there are two reasons you won't. First of all, you may destroy the door, the integrity of the door. Second, it's not permissible to make that modification in the field according to the way the door was tested. I'm not the code police. I happen to be a fire door inspector, so I'm giving you the inside baseball.
Yeah.
So,
no, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Now, you may be able to have it cut down, but really the trouble is whether I put the saw on there or you do, it's going to come out the same way, but the integrity of the door may be compromised because of what's left over to cut off. So you may destroy the door because you'll rip the Tectonite banding on the bottom of the door, the rail off. You'll cut it off, and then you've got nothing but other than what looks like drywall powder underneath the door. So the answer to your question is 249AV as an Alpha Victor. That is a part number that you could search to find that threshold.
Okay, I just did the search here.
Yeah.
249AV.
249AV. I didn't do it at the... Yeah, the first one that's there, the top one.
Right. Now that's a 7/8. You say that the minimum is 7/8?
That's the shortest you'll find in an adjustable top.
Okay, so what's the difference between that one and then I go down further and that says Pemco 249AV 36-inch mil, and then if I go down a couple more, I see Pemco company.
Like I said, the one you want is the first one. Ignore those other products; they're test products.
Okay, so it's the one for 64 and change.
Yeah, well, if that's the color and length that you needed, that's what that would be.
Yeah. Okay, but I got to have at least that 7/8 inch clearance, or I won't be able to close the door, right?
Yeah, that's, you could probably get away with 13. So you'd probably want 13/16, but, clearance, but nothing other than that. Now, and really it's all based on what dimension do you have? What are you working with? And once we know that, we can then know the right way to go, because you could install something like the 208AV. That may solve the problem. It can act as a threshold. It's usually a door bottom, but you could get away with a 1/2 inch clearance on that one.
And is that something that I use the existing threshold that's there?
Possibly, or maybe not. Maybe you remove the existing.
Okay.
It's, when we look in the catalog, there probably be a number of ways to skin this cat, but we got to know the clearance because that's your fixed. That's your.
Gotcha.
That's the 8-ball on the billiard table.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking. I just did that 208AV, and I'd seen that, and I wasn't really sure what it was that I was looking at, but it looks like that the one that's the 36-inch mill finish. I mean, that's obviously the length that I need. I'm clicking on the link here. I don't know if it showed me what the width was. Oh, there it is. 1 3/8.
Yeah, 3.5. Oh, on that one, yeah. That the 208's an 1 3/8. And then there's a 206AV. That might work.
Yeah, I got an approval from the condo association to switch it out because I told them what my situation was, and they're like, you know, that building was built like in 2003. So for me to find a threshold that's 5 inches wide that's going to, you know, fill the same space the existing threshold is probably, chances of finding that are slim to none. I mean, I haven't seen any out there that are the 5 inches. I've seen 3.5 and I've seen 4 and stuff like that. So I don't think they told me to go
adjustable top
and do it. No, just any threshold that I was looking for. I mean, just trying to fill the space width-wise. And I told them, I said, I don't think I can do that. And they told me not to worry about that. So just, you know, something to make it work so I don't have to tear up my floor. Otherwise, I'm just getting debris and shit underneath my door.
Yeah. So I would definitely recommend that any of those first items, click on it on the right side where it says Buy Now, and let me know when the next page loads.
Okay, so you just want me to like I'm on the 206 AV. You're saying just click on the Buy Now for one of those?
Just click on any of them. Just let me know when the next page loads.
Okay. Yep.
So in that same area, it says Add to Cart. Below that, there's a map of the United States. To the left of that, it says More from PEMCO. When you click on that, it's going to take at least 15 seconds for the next page to load, but on that page will be the manufacturer's full-line catalog, and it would be worth your while to scroll through there because it's aluminum. First of all, no one's got more extrusion profiles than PEMCO, and because it's aluminum, anything can be done. Cutting, welding, if that becomes even remotely necessary. But you should look at all profiles before you put yourself, in a lane.
Okay. So I clicked on that. I see the Add to Cart, and then I see the map. Where is it you're saying I should click the More from National Guard products?
No, are you on a National Guard page or a PEMCO page?
Oh, I guess the when I did the 206 AV, there's both on there.
You want to be on the PEMCO page.
The PEMCO
page. So click back.
And then it's got the More from PEMCO. Yeah.
Well, no, you'll have to click on a PEMCO item, then you'll get to the More from PEMCO.
Right. No, I agree. That's what I was saying. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I appreciate that advice. And I was just going to, I'm trying to grab a piece of paper here real quick because I wasn't writing those different ones down that looked like they were options. Would you mind rattling off those ones you had me click on?
Yeah. 249 AV.
Yep.
208 AV.
Yep.
206 AV.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll want to and then write down on your note page 151 for automatic door bottoms, all the way through to page 154 or so. And check this one out. Write this number down too. 405 CV, Charlie Victor. That cool cat may easily solve the problem.
Okay. All right. That's very helpful, and I certainly appreciate your experience and your insight. And you're right. I mean, I live up in Maryland, and this is for a place down in Florida. I'm like,
We're in Florida.
Gosh, if I could order it and have it sent there, but I probably need to get down there and really look at what the clearance is when I take that sweep off.
We're in Florida.
Pardon me?
We're in Florida.
Port Orange?
Oh, okay, sure. Port Orange is just south of Daytona. No, just north. Right?
Port Orange is south of Daytona.
Oh, okay, south of Daytona. Yeah. You know who lives in Port Orange? The family who owns the famous sunscreen company. They were there. I forget their name. Tropicana or a name that we've all used their products a million times over back in the old days. Right. But their home is there on A1A or whatever. My dad lived in Flagler Beach for 15 years. And my
Oh,
uncle
gotcha.
actually is the longest continuously reelected public official in the history of Flagler County.
No kidding. Wow, that's pretty cool.
No kidding.
I don't have a politician friend like that, but I'm from North Dakota, and the guy that cut my hair when I was a little tyke, he's still cutting it today. I think he's damn near 90 years old, and they said he's the longest practicing barber in the history of the state of North Dakota.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
extremely
pretty
awesome.
cool. Yep, and I'll message him on Facebook, and he's on there doing all that new kind of stuff, and he's like, I remember cutting your hair when you were about 3-4 years old.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he can say that to almost everybody in the whole community, you know.
Yeah, it's
Good stuff.
We live in different times where everything's disposable now.
Isn't that the truth? All right, man. Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And it looks like the smartest bet for me is just to get down there, take the sweep off, measure it, and know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, and I can get something shipped over to you. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Richard, was that your name?
That's my name, yes, sir.
Good. Okay. I appreciate it, Richard. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.